Today we will discuss career opportunities for engineers to become a valuer in banking and financial institutions. So in this video we will discuss how you can become a valuer and what are the job opportunities for a valuer and what are the career opportunities for a valuer, and we will discuss how you can become a valuer under section 34AB to be registered as income tax valuer or wealth tax valuer and with CBDT, or how you can become a IBBI registered valuer. So you can build your career as a valuer professional. So both engineers as well as architects, they have a lifetime opportunities to become a valuer. So why the value field you need, and that for that you first should know what is the need of the valuation, where the valuation is needed. So it is needed for proper taxation, to mortgage a property, for optimum selling and buying of property you need valuation report, for acquisition purposes you need valuation, for stamp duty calculations you need valuation, and many more things where valuation needed. So as far as valuers are concerned, up to 2019, the values for land and building is 3,459, for plant and machinery 1,099, and for securities and financial institutions it is 125. So as the years progress, the number of valuers to be registered with the IBBIS are increasing day by day. So we will discuss how you can become a valuer. So first you should know who is a valuer. A valuer is an individual, or he may be an individual, or they may be a group of individuals or individual within an entity, regardless of whether employed internal or engaged, contracted or external, possessing the necessary qualifications, ability and experience to execute a valuation in an objective, unbiased, ethical, and competent manner. So this is basically the definition of valuer. Means valuer may be an individual, he may be a member of a group, and he may be internally employed or he may be externally employed, such as on contract, and he must possess necessary qualification. He must have ability and experience to execute a valuation. So how the valuation is to be done? It should be in an objective, unbiased, ethical, and competent manner. So in some jurisdiction, licensing is required before one can act as a valuer. So most of the time, licensing is necessary. So valuers so maybe registered valuer under section 34AB. We will discuss how you can register with CBDT under section 30 of 4AB, and you may be a valuer registered under Companies Act, and you may be valuers who is empaneled with bank. So first we will discuss how the registration under section 34AB of Wealth Tax Act 1957 is done. So for that, for registration of valuers under section 34AB of Wealth Tax Act, all you need to know of it is that this act provides, notwithstanding anything contained in this act, any assessee who is entitled or required to attend before any wealth tax authority or appellate tribunal in connection with any matter relating to valuation of any asset, except where he is required under this act to attend in person, may attend by a registered value. So registered value may attend in case a person has to appear before the appellate tribunal in connection with any relating valuation matter. Instead of his client, he may represent his client as a registered valuer. So What are the qualification of registered valuers under Section 57, the Wealth Tax Act rules under Section 34AB, under Rule 8 of A of Wealth Tax 1957, it provides the qualifications needed for registered valuers. So for valuation of, so they have different categories. We will discuss them in brief for each and every category. First, we will discuss it for valuer of immovable property. So he must be under, this is under Rule 8A of 2. It prescribes that valuer must be a graduate in civil engineering, architectural, or town planning of a recognized university, or he may be a postgraduate in valuation of real estate such as MSc real estate valuation from a recognized university, and possesses a qualification recognized by central government for recruitment to the superior services or post under central government in the field of civil engineering, architectural, or town planning. So this is just like you may have AMI or any such qualification with which you can be recruited as a superior, recruited on a superior post under central government or under state government. So he must be a personal formally employed in a post under government as a gazetted officer, in a post under any other employing carrying a remuneration not less than 2000 per month, and in either case must have retired or resigned from such employment after having rendered service not less than 10 years as a valuer, architect, or town planner, are in the field of construction of buildings, designing of structures, and development of land. So it means you must be a graduate and must have an experience of at least 10 years in the respective field, so that you can be registered as a valuer with CBDT, or you can be a professor or reader or lecturer in a university or college, and you must have taught for more than 10 years any subjects of valuation, quantity surveying, building construction, architectural, or town planning. Or he must be in practice as a consulting engineer, including this. They can, you can have a, and might have done as a work as a consultant engineer or valuer of real estate, surveyor, or architect for a period not less than 10 years after graduation. After acquiring your, means you have to be graduate, and then after graduation you need 10 years experience in any of the fields we have already discussed. So but if you are self-employed, you should have not less than 50,000 from your work in the last two preceding years, so that you may have to apply for registration with the CBDT. So this is far as valuer of immovable properties is concerned. And if you have to done valuation of agricultural land, for that you must be an agricultural science graduate of a recognized university and must have worked as a farm value for a period not less than 5 years, or he must be a person formally employed in a post under government as collector, deputy collector, settlement officer, land valuation officer, superintendent of land records, agricultural officer, or registrar under section Registration Act 1984 8 or equivalent rank performing the similar functions. So basically, you have to be a graduate in agricultural science to be registered as a valuer of agricultural land, and should have experience of not less than 5 years in this case, in the case of valuer of agricultural land. And valuer of plantation, for valuer of plantation under section 8A4, you such for plantation such as coffee plantation, tea plantation, rubber plantation, cardamom plantation, which are follows, he must have a period of not less than 5 years experience, owned and acted as a manager of a coffee, tea, rubber, or as the case may be, cardamom plantation having an area under plantation not less than 4 hectare. So in the case of cardamom plantation, 40 hectares in case of any other plantation. Or he must be a person or formally employed in a post under government as a collector, deputy collector, settlement officer, land valuation officer, superintendent of land records, agricultural officer, registrar under Registration Act 1908, or any other officer of equivalent rank performing similar functions, and must have retired or resigned from such employment after having rendered service in any one or more of the posts of aforesaid for an agreed period of not less than 5 years. So this is as far as valuer of plantation is concerned. Then valuer of forest, it is done under section rule 8A5. It provides that a valuer of forest must be a person formally employed in a post under government and must have retired or resigned from such employment after having a rendered a service not less than 5 years in a gazetted post requiring specialized knowledge in the forestry. So values of mines and quarries. So as per rule 8A6, the following qualifications are required. He must be a graduate in mining of a recognized university and must possess qualification recognized by central government for recruitment to the superior post under central government. He must be a personal formally employed in a post under government as a gazetted officer or in a post under any other employer carrying a remuneration not less than 2000 per month, and in either case must have retired or resigned from such employment after having rendered a service as a mining engineering for not less than 10 years. Then valuers of stocks, it is under they are registered under Rule 8A7. It provides that a valuer of stocks, shares of debentures, securities, shares in partnership firms and business assets, including goodwill but excluding those referred under sub rules 2 to 6 and 8 to 11, shall have the following qualification. He must be a chartered accountant or a member of Institute of Cost and Work Accountants or Institute of Company Secretary. Any of one of them, he should be the member of any one of them, and he must be having a practice as a chartered accountant or cost and works accountant or a company secretary for not less than 10 years, and his gross received from such practice should not be less than 50,000 rupees in any of the five preceding years. See here it is five preceding years. So, or he must be a person formally employed in a post under government as a gazetted officer or in a post under other employees carrying a remuneration not less than 2000 per month. But the experience must not be less than 10 years in the field of audit and accounts or taxation work. Or he might have worked as company secretary or the deputy company secretary or assistant company secretary in a post of remuneration not less than 2000 per month, and he must have retired or resigned from such employment after having a rendering a service of not less than 10 years. Then valuer of plant and machinery. So for that you need to be graduate in mechanical, electrical engineering from a recognized university, and after getting your graduation you must have 10 years experience either in a service or your own consultancy. If you are doing your own consultancy, you must have earned at least 50,000 in any of the three of the five preceding years. In case of person having postgraduate, 50,000 in any one of the preceding years, or you may have be having postgraduate degree in valuation of machinery such as MSc plant valuation plant and machinery, or possess a postgraduate degree in the valuation of machinery and plant from a recognized institute, or he must be a person formally employed in a post under gazetted officer for not less than 10 years. Then valuer of jewelry. So for that you need to be a valuer. So we should be a jeweler for not less than 5 years, and you may be a sole proprietor or partner in a partnership firm carrying on jewelry business which has an average annual turnover of not less than 15 lakh or profit including fees for valuation not less than 50,000 in the last 3 accounting years immediately of preceding the years in which the application for registration as valuer is made by him. So this is for gold jewelry. So basically for engineers there are two things. Either he, if they you are a civil or an engineer or an architect, you can be registered as a valuer of immovable property, which is most important. For that you either need to be a graduate or AMI having such degree and having 10 years experience in civil engineering or architectural engineering. Or if you are a mechanical engineer, you can become the valuer of plant and machinery. You might must be graduate and must have 10 years experience, or you might having MSc in valuation and plants. So then for valuer of work and art, person should have the following qualification. He must have specialized by virtue of his academic and professional pursuits in particular line of art. For the works which he seeks to be registered as a valuer, he must have served in any one of the following capacity in a Director General or Superintending Archaeologist or Archaeological Survey of India, or Director National Museum New Delhi, Salar Jung Museum Hyderabad, Prince of Wales Museum Bombay, Indian Museum Calcutta, Asutosh Museum Calcutta, Madras Museum Madras, or Bharat Kala Bhavan Varanasi. Or he may be a principal of Government School of Art, or he must be a member of Art Purchase Committee of any of the museum of the or Lalit Kala Academy. So next is valuer of life interest, versions and interest in expectancy. For that he must be a graduate of a recognized university and he must be have been in practice as an actuary under Assurance Act 1938 for a period of not less than 10 years, and he must have rendered continuous service for a period of not less than 10 years as an actuary under government in the Life Insurance Corporation of India established under LIC Corporation Act 1956, or he must have practiced as an actuary or served as under the government or in the Life Insurance Corporation of India for an aggregate period of not less than 10 years. So these are different categories for which you can register yourself as a value. For as far as engineers and valuers are concerned, they can register as a valuer of immovable property, or they can register as a valuer of plants and machinery as per their qualification and experience. So for that you have to know, after you become the valuer, how you have to prepare a report. For report for registered valuer in respect of any specified shall be in the form specified thereof shall be verified in the manner indicated such form. For immovable property you need form O1. For agricultural lands, you meet Form O2. For coffee, tea, and rubber cardamom plantation, you need Form O3. For forest, you need Form O4. For mines and quarries, Form O5 is required. For stock shares, etc., Form numbers O6 is required. For machinery and plant, Form O7. For jewelry, Form O8. For works for art, Form O9, and life interest version and interest in expectancy, you need Form O10. So for engineer, two forms are important: Form O1 and Form O7. Then fee chargeable by the valuer, it is given for the first 5 lakh 0.5% of the value, for our the next 10 lakh 0.2% of the value, over the next 40 lakh 0.1% of the value, and on the balance 0.05% of the value. Where the amount of fees calculated is less than 500, registered valuer may charge rupees 500 as his fees. Then form for registration under section 34AB, you can fill the editable PDF form online through the following link. Then how to become registered valuer under Companies Act. So central government wide notification dated 23rd October 2017 issued a company's removal of difficulties and second order 2017 to provide that valuation required under Companies Act 2013 shall be undertaken by a person who is having necessary qualifications and experience and being a valuer member of a recognized RVO, valuer organization, is registered as a valuer with the authority. So why does another notification of the same date central government delegated its powers and functions under section 247 of the Companies Act 2013 to Insolvency and Bankruptcy Board IBBI and specified as IBBI Authority Registered Valuers and Valuation Rules 2070. So as far as value registered with Companies Act, they have to register themselves with IBBI. For that, first you have to become a member of RVO, Registered Valuer Organization. Then you have to take a training of 50 hours. Then you have to appear in a examination and clear that examination with 60% marks, and then you have to register with IBPI. So after these steps you will become a registered IBPI valuer. So for that you may know for other things you can visit this website www.ibpi.gov.in. So what I have already told what you can see. For first of all, you must seek the primary membership of a registered valuer organization. So then after becoming a member of registered valuer organization, you will take undergo 50 hours educational course in the asset class for which you need to register. Then you will pass the valuation examination for the select asset class for which 50 hours mandatory education program has been undertaken. So then after you pass, then you will submit online submission of application for registration and uploading of documentary proof. After that, once your all papers are in line, you will pay online fee payment by the applicant, and after payment is made, the application form is automatically sent to IBBI for approval. And after processing, IBBI may seek additional document and will, if anything is in order, you will become a registered valuer. So you can become a registered valuer for land and building. You can become a registered valuer for plant and machinery, and for securities and of financial assets. Only three categories are given by IBBA under which you can register yourself as a valuer. So as per Rule 4, read with Annexure 4 of the company's registered valuers and valuation rules 2017. An individual shall have the following qualification and experience plus eligible for registration as a valuer. In short, you need graduate plus 5 years post qualification experience, or post graduation plus 3 years post qualification experience, or membership of a professional institute plus 3 years of post qualification experience. So for plant and machinery, you must be graduate in mechanical, electrical, electronics and communication, electronics and instrumentation, production, chemical, textile, leather, metallurgy, or aeronautical engineer, or graduate in valuation of plant and machinery or equivalent. So you must possess any one of these qualification, and you must have an experience of 5 years, or you may be postgraduate in any of the above courses with 3 years of experience. For land and building class, you might graduate in civil engineering, architecture, or town planning or equivalent, or you may be postgraduate in any of the above courses and also in valuation of land and building or real estate valuation, a 2-year full-time post-graduation course plus 3 years experience. For security and financial assets, you must be a member of Institution of Chartered Accountant of India, or member of Institute of Company Secretary, or member of Institute of Cost and Works Accounts India. You may be Master of Business Administration or postgraduate diploma in business management plus 3 years experience, or you may be post graduation in plans plus 3 years experience. So any one of the above qualifications. And other eligibility criteria: you must not be a minor, should not be having declared of unsound mind, and has not discharged undischarged bankrupt, or has not applied to be adjudicated as a bankrupt, and is a person resident in India. For the purpose of these rules, persons resident in India shall have the same meaning as defined in the Clause 5 of Section 2 of Foreign Exchange Management Act 1992, 42 of 1999, as far as applicable to an individual, and has not been convicted by any competent court for an offence punishable with imprisonment for a term exceeding 6 months, or for an offence involving moral turpitude and a period of 5 years, and has not elapsed from the date of expiry of the sentence, provided that if the person has been convicted in any of the offence, sentenced in respect thereof, imprisonment for a period of 7 years or more, he shall not be eligible to be registered. Other eligible criteria also include that he has not been levied penalty under Section 271J of Income Tax Act 1961, and time limit for filing appeal before Commissioner of Income Tax or Income Tax Appellate Tribunal, as the case may be, has expired, or such penalty has been confirmed by Income Tax Appellate Tribunal and 5 years have not elapsed after the levy of such penalty, and is a fit and proper person. For determining whether an individual is a fit and proper person under these rules, the authority may take account of any variety relevant consideration, including but not limited to the following criteria: integrity, reputation and character, absence of convictions and restrained orders, competence and financial solvency. So second step, after you have this qualification, second step is your enrollment with the registered valuer organization. So a person seeking process a person possessing qualification as described under step 1 seek enrollment with the valuer enrollment as a valuer member of RVO recognized by IBBI. For asset class wise, RVO list is available on ibbi.gov.in. Step 3, educational course. So you must have to go a 50 hours educational mandatory course. It may be done online or it may be done offline. For online courses, you have to register with the respective RVU and have to go 50 hours course. For online, you have to go to the place where the offline course is being conducted. So after getting 50 hours trainings, the syllabus for IBBI is you have to go pass a valuation examination, for which syllabus has been given on IBBI website for different categories. And then after you have got 50 hours training, you have to register and pass the computer based valuation examination of relevant class. So as sort of class wise syllabus is given on the website of IBBI. So a candidate having required qualification and experience and having completed education course or specified shall be eligible for registration as a valuer, passing the valuation examination of the asset class conducted by the authority, subject to compliance with other conditions as provided in the Companies Registered Act Rules 2017. For educational courses will be reviewed only yearly basis. For syllabus, you can visit the website www.ibbi.gov.in. Then, after passing the valuation examination, you can apply for registration within 3 years of preceding the date of making an application for registration. So once you register, you will be get IBBI registration certificate with number. So you can surrender it if you want to do some job. So the condition in both the cases of CBDT and IBBI is that in both the cases you must not be in a service, in a regular service, or if you have to work as a value. So either you can work as a value or you can do service, any one of them. So rules for examination. As far as rules are concerned, the examination is conducted online. It is all questions are multiple choice questions. The duration is 2 hours, and the candidate has to answer all the questions. And of course, you will get negative marking of 25% for the marks assigned, and candidate needs to score at least 60% marks for passing. Successful candidate is awarded a certificate by the authority. Candidate is issued a temporary mark sheet on the submission of answer paper, and candidate may use a non-memory based calculator, but no mobile phone is allowed. Then, as a value, you can impanel with the banks. So the objective of categorization of values is to ensure that whilst lesser values assignments are handled by relatively junior values, the senior values can handle higher order valuations. The empanelment of valuers therefore shall be in the following categories: A category, B category, C category. If you are having more than 10 years experience, then you can do valuation without any limit. For more than 5 years or less than 10 years experience, you will be registered as a 10 B category. You can do valuation up to 50 crores, and in C category you can do valuation up to 5 crores. So generally diploma holders with 8 year experience, मतलब डिप्लोमा होल्डर 8 साल के एक्सपीरियंस के साथ बैंक्स में रजिस्टर कर सकते हैं वैल्यूएशन. वैसे वैल्यूअर इम्पैनल हो सकते हो. दे कैन डू वैल्यूएशन for the value maximum value of rupees 5 crore also. So these two, for A and B category you must be graduate, and either you must be registered with CBDTA or you must be graduate with at least 10 year experience depending upon the conditions of the impanelment by the respective bank. बट डिप्लोमा होल्डर जो है वो अगर उनके पास 5 साल का एक्सपीरियंस 8 साल का एक्सपीरियंस है डिप्लोमा के बाद, तो वो सी कैटेगरी में रजिस्टर्ड हो सकते हैं बैंक की रिक्वायरमेंट के हिसाब से. तो वो प्लांट एंड मशीनरी या रिमूवेबल प्रॉपर्टी की वैल्यूएशन कर सकते हैं जिसकी मैक्सिमम वैल्यू 5 करोड़ से ज़्यादा नहीं होनी चाहिए. तो लेटर ऑफ अपॉइंटमेंट जो है वैल्यूअर को जहाँ एनी पार्टनरशिप प्रोपरेटर या प्राइवेट लिमिटेड कंपनी को बैंक की तरफ से दिया जाता है लेटर ऑफ एम्पैनलमेंट बाय एनी बैंक फाइनेंशियल इंस्टीट्यूशन. अगर आपने को एक्सपीरियंस मांगते हैं तो उसमें आप इनमें से कोई भी डॉक्यूमेंट लगा सकते हो. लेटर ऑफ एम्पैनलमेंट बाय any bank or financial institution, letter of empanelment by any court of India, letter of appointment as valuation consultant by government of India or any state government or municipality or municipal corporation, or letter of appointment as a valuer employee by government of India, any state government, municipality or municipal corporation. So these are the qualifications by the banks which is generally taken for movable property. You need to be graduate in civil engineering, architecture or town planning with 5 years experience, and the applicant with these qualifications should preferably possess an additional qualification in the form of a certificate examination of duration of 1 semester or above in the field of real estate or plant and machinery, whatever the case may be. Then if you are having diploma in civil engineering or architecture, you must have 8 years experience. to be registered as a valuer for category C. And you may be having, if the bank require, you might have to pass an examination of real estate as proposed by the respective bank. Similarly, for plant and machinery, you must be graduate in mechanical engineering or equivalent degree in mechanical engineering, and you must have an experience of at least 5 years, and you must have some additional qualifications such as MSc or 1 year's course in valuers field. But this is not mandatory. If you are having, will be easier for you to register or empanelment with the bank. Or if you are ever having a diploma in mechanical engineering, you can have a 8 year experience, you can be registered as a C category valuer. Or if you are having master's degree in the relevant field such as in plant and machinery or in immovable property with a work experience of 2 years, you may be registered empaneled with the banks if the bank feels that you are fit for working as an empaneled valuer. So what you have to do, you attain required qualification, you gain some experience, then you gain required knowledge and work as a proud valuer. So as far as valuer is concerned, आज की डेट में वैल्यूर जो है उनके पास वैल्यूएशन के फील्ड में, तो जैसे वैल्यूएशन बैंक्स के लिए, बैंक्स में आप इम्पेंडल होते हैं वैल्यूअर, बैंक वाले आपसे मॉर्टगेज प्रॉपर्टी के टाइम में वैल्यूएशन करवाते हैं। अगर आप IBBI में रजिस्टर्ड है तो कंपनी एक्ट के अंडर आप वैल्यूएशन कर सकते हो। अगर आप CBDT से रजिस्टर्ड हो तो आप का इनकम टैक्स के लिए वैल्यूएशन कर सकते हो। ये तो फील्ड जो जनरली होते हैं, लेकिन इसके अलावा आजकल जो एक फील्ड है कि आप एक और बहुत से ऐसे फील्ड्स हैं, जैसे आपने कोई किसी ने सेल करनी है प्रॉपर्टी, किसी ने परचेज करनी है प्रॉपर्टी, किसी ने अपनी प्रॉपर्टी को डिवाइड करना है अपने बच्चों में या आगे जनरेशन में, या दो ब्रदर्स में पार्टीशंस करनी है, या किसी कोर्ट केस में या किसी वैल्यूएशन की ज़रूरत है। तो बहुत से ऐसे फील्ड्स हैं जैसा जहाँ पे वैल्यूज़ की ज़रूरत पड़ती है। तो ज़रूरी नहीं है कि आपने बैंक के लिए या अपने CBDT के लिए ही या किसी और जगह पे करना है। ये बहुत से ऐसे फील्ड है जहाँ पे आपको जो है आपके काम की ज़रूरत पड़ती है एज ए वैल्यूअर। और दूसरी चीज़ है कि आज की डेट में आप एक इन्वेस्टमेंट जो कंसल्टेंट है वो भी वर्क कर सकते हैं, अगर आपको आपकी जो है वैल्यूएशन फील्ड में मास्टरी है। तो जैसे किसी ने इन्वेस्टर ने पैसे इन्वेस्ट करने हैं, तो उसमें ये देखना है कि वो किसी रियल एस्टेट में मान लो उसने अपना इन्वेस्टमेंट करनी है, तो वो देखेगा कि उसका जो प्रोजेक्ट है उसमें वो मान लो 12% या 13% कुछ ऐसे रिटर्न चाहता है, तो आप उसको एडवाइस कर सकते हो कि वेदर दिस प्रोजेक्ट विल बी वाइएबल और नॉट। देयर आर मैनी फील्ड्स देयर इन विच यू कैन वर्क एज ए वैल्यूअर। सो इफ यू हैव any you require any other information, you will visit our site cev.org.in, or you may call, the numbers are given on the first slide, or you may call 9014263607 for more information. So thank you. Thank you very much. This is all for today's video. Or if you have any query, you may give it in the comment box. We will try to clear all your queries. Thank you. Have a nice day.